We honor the principle of truth, which journalism seeks ultimately. It is the goal of our aims and aspirations for the world in which we live, and that finer world of tomorrow towards which we strive. Individuals should place truth and the search for truth above all other ideals, especially journalists and members of Quill and Scroll. It's the duty of Quill and Scroll members to take an active part in the search for truth by maintaining a high standard of journalistic ethics. And this chapter desires to make membership an honor that will stand everywhere for the highest type of journalistic achievement. Quill and Scroll first took its ideals in 1926. It was organized by a group of high school journalism advisors and George Gallup. Its ideals have now spread to more than 14,200 chapters. There's one in every state and in 44 other countries. To become a member of the society, a student has to meet 5 qualifications. He or she must be at least a sophomore in high school, must be academically sound, must have done superior work in high school journalism 1 and 2, must have been recommended by the journalism advisor, and must be approved for membership by the Quill and Scroll executive director. And tonight, we are receiving into membership 8 candidates from Naugatuck High School in this encouraging forum. We are also honoring an inductee from last year who continues to contribute to the program. Students, you are each now a part of your school's history. You're important to us, part of our journalism history and program, and now part of Quill and Scroll's history. It's a membership bond shared by journalists and leaders around the world. You will be in great company as Quill and Scroll members. You've been called here today because you've demonstrated your worthiness for membership in Quill and Scroll. The ability that you have displayed in your work promises much for you, whether or not you choose to enter the profession of journalism. Talent means little if it's not accompanied by hard work and productivity, and you've all shown that. Membership involves responsibilities which you must not forget. There's the duty to devote yourself to the welfare of the school and to any other group or community to which you may belong. Remember that to be a leader in a real sense, you must acquire a background for assessing and interpreting the events of the day, a major journalistic trait, and to act ethically, as you have learned. The badge of the Quill and Scroll Society that you are being presented tonight is symbolic of the painstaking efforts of the scribes of old to record the events of their time in permanent form. Even in today's technology-driven society, we need to accomplish that same goal. Let the Quill represent in your minds the meticulous care that must be put forth to turn thoughts into proper language. Let the Scroll represent the permanent quality of good writing. To Faith, Lizette, Ahmed, Haley, Brittany, Ashley, Shravani, Cameron, and Olivia, I say congratulations on pursuing your excellence in your journalistic endeavors. I've read many of the articles you've written for the Greyhound News. I'm always impressed with the quality of your writing, your unbiased, your accurate, and fair reporting. So this time, would our candidates for membership please stand?
Our last candidate is just entered the building. Can we wait?
We can wait.
30 seconds.
We can wait.
You're at the door.
If we were doing like TV journalism, I'd have a producer in my ear giving me some ad-libs right now. Farinelli, you want to tell a few jokes?
I feel you asked the wrong guy. Who's there? Interrupting Cal.
No. That's all I have. That's terrible. I set a higher standard of excellence for myself. I pursue it. I don't achieve. I'm always interested.
Got told.
Great.
All right. Now would our candidates for membership please stand? All right, before being declared members of the Quill and Scroll and before receiving your membership pin, I ask that you take this pledge to uphold the aims of the society. please hold up your right hand. And while I read the responsibilities of membership, and if you agree to take them on, please say "I do" at the conclusion. Do you pledge, in the presence of all of your colleagues, faculty, family, and friends in attendance, that you will be true to the ideals of the Quill and Scroll Society in whatever field you choose to enter? Will you always painstakingly seek the truth? Will you strive to aid the best interests of the community? Will you be a responsible and reliable worker? And do you pledge to do all in your power to aid in the cause of better journalism? If you assume these responsibilities, please answer, "I do."
I do.
All right, I hereby declare you all members of the Quill and Scroll Society. With all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that pertain to membership, may you ever prove worthy of the faith that society has shown in you today. I congratulate each of you on receiving this honor. Before each new member is pinned, Mrs. Diamond would like to say a few words.
Hi, everyone. I'm Caroline Diamond. I'm the journalism teacher and advisor. It has been my absolute honor and joy to teach these remarkably talented writers and reporters, Lisette, Ashley, Olivia. I know you will move mountains in your future careers and make the world a better place. Ahmed, Haley, Brittany, and Shravani, I'm so excited to work with you for another year and watch your voices grow even louder. Cameron, even though you will not be taking a third year in journalism, I know you will continue to be the news hound and truth seeker I have admired for the last 2 years. Last year, my husband and I drove all around Naugatuck, inducting Quill and Scroll scholars on their porches and in their driveways because of a global pandemic. Tonight, I would like to recognize one of those inductees, Faith Arcuri. Faith has just finished her third year in journalism studies and as the managing editor of the Greyhound News. She will be entering UNH in the fall to continue that study. I'm so proud of her. Look for her byline in a few years. I would also like to introduce next year's editorial staff. Please stand when I call your name. Sports and Entertainment Editor, Shravani Dakdar. School News Editor, Ahmed Al-Jamal. News Editor, Haley Almonte. And Managing Editor, Brittany Amon. Congratulations to all of you.
All right, so at this time, I'm going to call the names of the newly inducted members and ask that their faculty mentors please come forward to speak on their behalf. Students, as I call your names, please come forward to be pinned and congratulated by your mentor, okay? So first up, we have Lizette Agosta, accompanied by Ms. Shannon Nutting.
She said it.
I'm truly honored and very proud to be standing here with Lisette today. I had the unique experience of teaching Lisette Spanish for 3 out of 4 years at NHS. Watching her grow from a freshman and blossom to the young lady standing here today is one of the most rewarding experiences of my teaching career. Lisette has always shown up as both mature and a laid-back student. Even when she was a freshman in a somewhat chaotic Spanish 1 classroom, I've always admired her calm and positive attitude, the way she treats her teachers and her peers with respect, and the extraordinary patience she has demonstrated when working with others. I am very excited for Lisette's future as an educator. There is no doubt in my mind that Lisette will be an incredible teacher and an amazing colleague to her peers. Lisette, thank you for choosing me as your mentor. You are truly an inspiration, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
Thank you so much.
Next up, we have Ahmed Al-Jamal, who's accompanied by his mentor, Mr. Nicholas Veronelli.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to start off with a confession. I'm a little nervous today to give this speech. Not because public speaking is necessarily the scariest thing as a teacher, but because Ahmed here is a very honest journalist. And if he does not like speech, he'll let you know it. We had to earlier this year make announcement videos. Each teacher took a turn. And so I kind of went all out on mine, and I dressed up as the Mandalorian. I'm a bit of a Disney fan, and I had my baby child as Baby Yoda. Most people came and told me how cute my child was or how funny they thought it was to see me in a costume, but not Ahmed. He had the courage, his word, to set the record straight and told me that I tried a little too hard. He also pointed out that the Mandalorian would not be in my living room, but on a spaceship, in which I responded I didn't have the budget for that. But in all seriousness, it is my absolute privilege to represent you today, Ahmed. You have been a young man who has shown honesty. You've been fun and hardworking. You have proven time and time again in both advisory and in AP government to have all of these traits, and you have really made coming to work fun every day, and I've enjoyed our lively discussions and have nothing but confidence that you will be a great and entertaining journalist. Thank you.
Remember my daughter? Like an honest man.
Next up, we have Haley Almonte, who is also going to be accompanied by Mr. Veronelli.
All right, back again. So it is my honor today to be here with Haley, and I'm really excited to be here for two reasons. One is to get to represent such a kind and hardworking and passionate young woman is truly an honor, and it's why you kind of get into this profession to start. But second, I haven't got to see Haley all that much in person this year, and so it's really great to be standing next to you. Despite that time, the lack of time in person, I feel like I could go on and on all day about just how great this young woman is standing next to me. I could tell you how she is acing all of her classes despite being in the middle of a global pandemic, despite taking 3 very difficult AP classes at the same time, and despite being active in school, whether that be in sports or in clubs, etc. I could talk to you about how she comes into school every day, whether it's virtually or in person, with a just contagious positive attitude. She never complains. She always gets her work done, and I really don't think she knows what the word excuse means. In fact, Haley, you are, and you might not even know this, part of a very rare club this year in my classroom where she has had 0 late or missing assignments. And in 2020, that is special. That means a lot to me. Maybe not as much to you, a lot to me. So thank you, Haley, for this opportunity, letting me represent you, and congratulations on the time.
Our next inductee is Brittany Amankwa, who's accompanied by Mr. John Carino.
You're gonna have to help. Okay. I want to preface this by saying I'm an English major, so when I heap on words of praise, I don't take those words lightly. Okay, she deserves these. I have the honor and privilege in teaching AP composition in this school of learning so much about my students through their writing. In this year of crisis and conflict for us all, I come to know Brittany through her masterful use of the written word. Her writing is assertive and it's poised. Her arrangement of facts, arguments, and testimonials in her research are as subtle and masterful as a really good game of chess. And believe me, I know you're surprised. I know a lot about that. Okay, everything's placed just like that, so well. In the afternoons, when our class ends and before her bus arrives, Brittany often takes the time to chat with me about her writing, her opinions, and her research. It was within these moments that I got to know, respect, and admire Brittany for what she does gracefully every day. She's everything one could ask for in a true journalist: intellectually curious, serious about true justice, and kind when it matters. If this sounds like admiration, it is. And we teachers of English know the weight of that word, admiration. And again, I don't use that lightly. So it's with a full heart, Brittany, that I honor you today. And as best I can, forgive the pronunciation, me devoir say thank you to you and your family and allowing me to honor you this afternoon. I hope I did a good job with that. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And next up is Ashley Antunes, who will also be spoken for by Mr. Carino.
All right. Are you ready? No, you are? Yes. I'm not ready. I didn't even turn the page. Okay. Here we go. I have to start with an anecdote because Ashley is best explained through conversation and anecdote. Ashley comes into my room, a blur of backpack and earbuds. Carino, dude, I need something to get through this class. Give me a band. Give me some music. So I rattle off something. I come up with a Riot Girl punk band that I was obsessed with in the late 90s, and she presses a few buttons. Thanks. All right. Yeah, dude. And moves on. Okay, that's the essence of Ashley. But that only incompletely describes her. The student I thought of at the beginning of the year, junior year, last year, as a quiet student, would burst out at the most opportune time, the most random, funny, and intelligent thing that I've ever heard. And I'm quite old, so that's something, right? Once she trusts you, though, the floodgate opens. You hear her intelligence, her opinions, her passion, and her independence. Again, a word I don't use lightly. You see the young woman who will go on to do great things on her own terms, and that's true alchemy. And you laugh out loud at the thing she said, and the thing that was in your own head the whole time, but she said it. She did. Ashley, I send you forth with the best of wishes, the absolute best of everything, and thank you so much.
Our next inductee is Shravani Daftadar, accompanied by Ms. Mazza, who is not able to be here tonight, and so Ms. Diamond is going to speak on her behalf.
So these are the words of Ms. Mazza. Shravani is a caring, brilliant, and empathetic young woman. She is an extraordinary leader amongst her peers, and I have had the great honor to witness her growth and successes as her marketing teacher, DECA advisor, and mentor. Shravani is truly a one-of-a-kind student. She gives her all into anything and everything she sets her mind to. Shravani excels at collaborating with others, making them feel heard, and following through on actions promised. While upholding high standards regarding her academics, Shravani has amazed me through her programming and dedication to the NHS DECA chapter. Despite these unprecedented times, Shravani has successfully united students, thrived academically, and continued to be active in the school and local community. I am truly privileged to recognize Shravani for some of her academic and extracurricular endeavors. Shravani is a kind-hearted and well-rounded individual. I am confident her strategic mindset and big heart will drive her to continue to serve as a change agent and inspiration to others. I am tremendously proud of Shravani and her many accomplishments. As a junior, I am also thankful for another year with her. Her warmth, passion for volunteerism, and kindness will drive her to further bloom into a beautiful, ethical, and assertive lady leader and inspiration for others to become the same. Congratulations.
Next up, we have Cameron Jacobs and his mentor, Mr. Jose Sendra.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the students being inducted into the Quill and Scroll Honor Society for Scholastic Journalism. I have the honor of speaking on behalf of Cameron Jacobs. I've been fortunate enough to know Cameron through soccer last year, and this year I have him in my Spanish class as well. I've always known Cameron to be a conscientious, hardworking, and responsible student. As an athlete, he excels as well. Being invited to speak on his behalf has shown me another facet of this young man. In preparation for today, I thought I should read his articles and get a sense of what type of journalism student he is, and I've been thoroughly impressed. In his writing, it is evident that Cameron uses, knowingly or not, the principles that guide the Quill and Scroll Honor Society. His articles show that he is dedicated to the principle of learning. As you read his articles, you see that he has done his research and his writing is based on facts. He is loyal, another guiding principle, loyal to the trust that is placed on a journalist and that he will present the truth in his reporting. Through his articles, Cameron leads us and informs us without dictating to us what we should believe. I highly recommend that you visit thegreyhoundnews.com and read his articles, or any of the students. They were there, articles. His no-nonsense approach makes his articles clear and concise and really informative. Congratulations on being inducted to the Quill and Squirrel Honor Society. Congratulations.
And our final inductee tonight, Olivia Stonier, accompanied by Ms. Megan Cherry.
Before I start, I just want to say this, all the students sitting here are near and dear to my heart and such wonderful students, and the reason why I know all of us became teachers. So you should be very proud of your students. None of what any of us have said is an exaggeration at all. They're wonderful students. But I have a really special place in my heart for Olivia. I first met Olivia when she was in my 10th grade honors English class 2 years ago. And she came into my room very shy, very quiet, very hesitant to share. But I am so lucky to have witnessed her grow into a confident, well-spoken, poised young woman. Olivia is creative and inspiring, and it's always such a pleasure to hear your thoughts, whether it be in your literature or a project or even just talking in the hallway. One of the promises made for Quill and Squirrel Honor Society is that you will painstakingly seek the truth. And I know Olivia will do this because you already do. You are a dedicated social justice advocate, motivated student who is a true asset to Naugatuck High School and a member of so many organizations and clubs in our school, and really a wonderful overall human being. Olivia has always taken on every challenge life throws at her. She has persevered through it all. She is positive, hardworking, and honest. And I picked this quote just for you. In the words of Albus Dumbledore from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, "It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are far more than our abilities." Olivia has the abilities, but she also makes the choices that set her apart from others. She faces each day with optimism, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish in life. Congratulations, Olivia. I just love you.
That concludes our ceremony. Thank you. We have one more round of applause for all of our inductees. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Yeah, I would have to do the same thing.
I warn you all.
Of course, it was honestly hard for me to keep it short.